Hey there guys, Intercast here, aka JediBro95. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. In this video is going to be 5 to 10 things that have me concerned about NBA 2K21 on current gen. Now, again, I've said this in previous videos, I'm going to say it again. I am not expecting much from NBA 2K21 on current gen, okay? I am fully aware that they do not care about this game. I'm fully aware that this is the year, this console generation, they don't care about anymore, and they're all focusing on the PS5. Okay, I get that, but there are things in this game that ultimately do have me concerned about how the PS4 version is going to play because. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be getting the PS5 immediately. I'm gonna be on the PS4 version for at least another few months due to the fact that that's a lot of money to drop like almost instantaneously. So unless something truly mentally unforeseen happens, I'm playing on the PS5, PS4 until maybe next year. So it'll be very hard for me to. Um, it'll be not hard. It's gonna be a bit. I'm gonna be on this game for quite a while. So there are some things I do want to talk about with 2K21 that have me concerned. Now, first thing that has me concerned about NBA 2K21 is the amount that you are finishing at the basket. Now, don't get me wrong. I am glad that slashers are good and attacking the rim is good, but it feels like it's literally the same as it is last year with how OP slashing to the basket is. I don't want it to be that OP. I would like it to be OP, but not to a point where like everybody's using it because it's one of the most effective ways to truly and really score in 2K. So I'm hoping 2K does something about the finishing at the basket. Um, that is one of my bigger things, but the bigger thing that I have that I'm concerned about for 2K20 is the next thing on this list is 2K going to cave to the little jimmies and not and allow and allow people with low 3-point ratings to shoot the ball consistently? Is 2K going to cave to that? Because 2K has already made it clear, especially Mike Wang, that at a set you need at least a mid to 70, like a mid 70s three, more specifically like a 75, in order to be considered a threat from behind the arc. Which I have no problem with that. I want to see some balancing to the game. I want to see shooters be able to shoot very well. I want to see I want to be able to see slashers slash to the basket well. Playmakers get a great amount of assists and not have to worry about throwing so many turnovers. But over the last 3 years, 2K has caved to all the little jimmies complaining about the fact that they're wide open, they should be making more shots than they are. But these are the same guys that make pure sharps and fucking shoot lates on them all the goddamn time, or they're fucking playing as pure locks with like a 53-point shot, and then they get upset that 2K that the game is not allowing them to make a three. So I hope 2K doesn't cave. Personally, I've always had the belief that you can do fine without a jump shot. You just have to play smart, or a mid 3-point shot. You at least have to have a midi in this game, so that way the defenses can't even just sag off all the way behind the basket. So I do hope that 2K doesn't cave and allow anybody to shoot threes, because I'm getting two-way slashing piece of shit vibes, guys, and that's making me want to. That's making me scared, because that build was the biggest reason that 2K20 was complete. One of the biggest reasons that 2K20 was complete dog shit was that build being able to do literally anything it wanted. So the next thing on this list that has me concerned and that I'm wondering about is, what about shooting bigs? Okay, I have made some pie charts, and I'm actually gonna make a build gonna be called the most slept on build in 2K20, and it's going to be a shooting big, but I will explain why it's going to be why I say that. But when it comes to shooting bigs this year, center shooting bigs really do take a big hit this year, and you can't run a 5-out offense, which that is the play style that me and my group like to play some of the time. We like to just play 5-out spread, attack the basket, and kick out for open threes. We were doing that towards the end of the year, and we've actually fell in love with that, and we've been having conversations with some friends of ours that are making bigs and just make a big that can space the floor, because that way the defense can't sag off, because we have two ball handlers in our group, and me being one of them, who like to attack the basket a lot, and we don't like to get rejected at the basket. Well, three, because we do have a third one who plays, even though he plays as a three-level facilitator. You guys may know who he is. He does attack the basket a lot, which is fine. I got no problem with it if that's what he likes to do. But it really irritates us when people who cannot shoot. It really irritates us when bigs who cannot shoot are, just getting completely ignored on the perimeter because that's just the way the community plays. And to be fair, that is just the way it is. So hopefully 2K, I'm wondering like just how are the shooting bigs gonna be this year? That has me a little concerned. Like, can we play five? Can you still play five out, or do you have to make like an undersized center to be an effective floor spacing player? And speaking of undersized bigs, thing number four that has me concerned: how are these undersized bigs going to do? Because it does seem like a lot of people are going to be making undersized bigs. My boys and I were talking, and a lot of people want to make like 6'8" paint beasts. I've seen people. I've seen people that I'm not going to mention any names on here because I do not want to give this person any type of exposure. But I'm pretty sure if you've been following my channel for a while, you know who I'm talking about. Basically, that dude has made a 6'8" paint beast, and that seems to be one of the best builds in the game. So I am really and truly curious as to see how these undersized bigs are going to be faring, and if there are going to be a lot of undersized bigs, is there really a necessity? Is there really even a point for Giant Slayer this year? Because Giant Slayer works on players with 6 inches taller at best, right? But if you're playing against if you're trying to finish at the rim over like 6'8" paint beasts, or and shit like that, then do you realistically need that badge? So that's just another concern I have. Um, this probably won't get answered until the game actually drops, but hey, who knows? Moving on, my next concern I have. So this is like thing number 5 on this list. This one we won't find out until the game comes out, but I've always wanted to know this every single year. Are there going to be new classic teams in NBA 2K21? I am of a belief that 2K should be working every year to try and get new players or classic teams into the game. Now, I have been asking for years for teams like the 2000s Orlando Magic, the 86ers, the late 2000s to early 2010 Lakers. Even one year I was asking for the early 2010 Miami Heat with a prime Wade and Bosch, but with Kobe being the legend cover and with him's tragic passing, which may he rest in peace. If there was ever truly a time, and I'm not saying that 2K is doing this just because he's dead, but if there was ever truly a time to get a championship, if there was ever truly a time to get a Kobe-led championship team into the game, this is the time. This is the perfect time to get a Kobe Bryant-led title contending team into 2K21. My hope it is the 2010 Lakers with Pau Gasol, Ron Artest, Andrew Bynum, and coming with Derek Fisher, and then coming off the bench, I believe they had guys like Sasha Vucevic, who was actually still good back in those days. Um, Lamar Odom, who was a six-man candidate, who actually won Six-Man of the year after they won their championship. So I hope that they do bring in a Kobe championship-led squad into the game because I feel like it would just be a bit of a sad moment to figure out that we're not going to get any new classic teams or even a Kobe-led classic team. Thing number 6, gentlemen. Been wondering this for the last little bit, um, and I don't know if 2K is ever going to. Well, they may have confirmed it. I can't remember at the making of this video. Um, I just want to know if the neighborhood is going to be the same. You know, like I did touch on this with something else I said. I think it was in the previous video or earlier, but I just want to know, is the neighborhood going to be the exact same as it was in 2K19 and 2K18? Because that's just unacceptable in my opinion if that were to be the case. But that's just a small thing. Nothing else about that. The next thing on this list that I am concerned about, gentlemen, is there going to be a walk-in rec center? You know, this is something that I have been requesting ever since they got rid of it in 2K16. I talked about it in the last in the last one of my last previous videos about mistakes that 2K cannot make with NBA 2K21 in NBA 2K21, and one of the things I did mention that I think was a mistake they could not make was not having a walk-in rec center. Now I hope they keep it. I not keep it. I hope they bring in the walk-in rec center and allow us to pick our games. But if you don't want to keep bring that in, you don't want to have those types of that type of thing, and you want to keep matchmaking, that's fine. But allow us to keep the clothes with our street clothes that we're wearing instead of having it to be like uniformed out like and shit like that like I don't know like why that is that we still have that type of a thing in 2K21. We've been asking for that to be changed for the last few years. So yes, please keep just change the rec center back. The next thing, and probably this will probably be the second last or the very last thing, gentlemen. So thing number 7, I believe this is going to be. Thing number 7 is 2K going to cave when it comes to the people out with the outlash of the shot stick? Now, people are starting to warm up to the shot stick, and so am I. I was when I originally had the idea to make my 2K21 demo video. Things I didn't like about it. One of the things I did talk about was the fact that I did not like the new shot stick. I thought it was completely stupid. It was too complicated. It was too convoluted and shit like that. But after a while playing with it in the demo and playing it with like my player builder games, and quick games like on here, I have actually started to come around to using the shot stick, and I've actually mainly on finishes. For jump shots, I still just use the square button, just because that, especially on free throws, because if you get it wrong by like a little bit, your percentage drops significantly, and I don't like missing free throws, so I'm not going to take that chance. But also at the same time, like I do like this shot. I'm actually starting to get used to the shot stick with the finishing around the rim and shit. And I am wondering if people started to backlash and started complaining that they don't like it and they want to see it changed. I truly do wonder if 2K is going to cave on that, or if they're going to keep it in the game. Just like with the shooting, I wonder if guys are gonna voice their opinion that they don't like it. Because I've already seen some professional players like Radiant from, I believe he's plays for 76ers Gaming. He has already said basically he's just fuck, I have like shit ton of voice cracks. But he's basically already said that this year he's just going to use the square button. He does not see a point in using the shot stick because it just seems too confusing. And there's a good kind of following that happens to agree with him, because when Mike Wang brought out a tip like, oh, here's something you could do to help improve your shooting with the shot stick, everybody was just like, what? And I'm not gonna lie, I was confused as hell too. I was like, why though? But after playing with it for a little bit, I was just like, yeah, okay, this isn't that bad. So that's all I want to know is if 2K is going to cave and make it so that way we keep the shot stick feature in 2K21 for the entire year, or if it's going to be gone after a little bit. But these are just my thoughts, gentlemen. Feel free to let me know in the comment section below if you agree or disagree with anything I said. And also, if you have any other concerns for 2K21, what you think they are. Well, with that being said, gentlemen, I am out. Peace.